We are Jang Jag, another episode, and we got something to talk about here today. I was watching the amazing Pink Book Lessons, and she did a story, and that story is about Stormy Daniels. Now, she was talking about the story, and in two videos that I watched, the first one I watched, she was basically talking about how she's with a guy and how it seems like she scams some people out of money. But the second story, which was actually an older video of hers, which I didn't see, it came up automatically. And as I was listening to the video, it went into her life, and her life story reminds me of a same exact life story of a friend that I have. So her life story, she was a single mother of two kids, two different baby daddies. Usually, everybody will say, it's over for you. There's no guy that's going to pick you up. You are done. You have to be an exceptionally extraordinary female to be able to get a third shot or to be able to get any type of guy to marry you. But then what happened? What happened is a pastor. What female would not dream of a pastor picking her up, two kids, two different men, picking her up, carrying her on his back to a world and a land and a place that everybody would deem is impossible to reach? This pastor did that. He did that. He made her a wife, and he was baby father number 3. And she rewarded him by saying, you know what? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I gotta leave the lifestyle I'm living. I need more. And she dipped and bounced. And I listened to that story, and it reminds me of the same exact story. So these cases are not, they're not odd. These cases are happening out there. I know a female friend who, same thing, 2 kids, 2 different dads. And then she met a guy, basically a really good guy. This guy is a really good guy. And this is what I'm saying. Just a nice guy, just an average guy. You guys out there, man, we are basically the supermen to single mothers. We are the supermen to single mothers, because we will jump, cape, jump out of a burning building, jump in front of a train, jump in front of a moving car to save these single mothers. And for the most part, it seems like these single mothers, they do not respect the nice guys, the average guys, who basically sacrifice to take on a responsibility and a load that is heavy for them to carry. There's a lot of risk. There's a lot of people that look, oh, you married a single, oh man, you soft, you this. And the guys ignore those sayings, because the guys now say that, oh, those guys are weak. The guys who are saying that are weak, they're the weak ones. We're the real strong ones. And the females will say only a real man can handle them as a single mother. But it seems like the real men who are actually getting in these situations, they're getting left. So back to the situation that I know personally. This good guy made the choice to marry this female. He had a child by her. They got married. It was supposed to be their happily ever after, but she said she's not happy. He's boring. He doesn't excite me. And mind you that this guy, he was such a nice guy. What he did was he gave his wife his paychecks to manage the household income. He did all the dishes and all the cooking. That's the type of guy this guy was. All the cleaning, all the laundry. He basically catered to her. And you'll hear them say, oh yeah, don't cater to women. And guys will be like, guys who are married will be like, oh, that's foolishness, man. But it seems like guys who cater to females, they always seem to be on the receiving end of getting left eventually. And her seeking out of this marriage, this guy basically, it was a win world for him. Like he basically, his world just came crashing down. He became depressed. He became unhappy. He stopped eating, and he got to the point where he had severe diabetes and was temporarily blind in his eyes. That's how depressed this guy got. Nice guys, average guys, I'm telling you right now, man, you're putting yourselves in situations that it's only going to be disastrous to yourself. And this pink book lesson, let that be a lesson for all you guys. Like, the story is linked below, and it really makes you scratch your head. How could you, somebody who another person has taken a risk, who has no children, made the choice to marry you, make you a wife, and then you turn around and say, I'm bored, I'm not excited, the lifestyle I'm living is not good, I know I could do better by myself, I know I could do bad by myself. But if you knew that, then why did you just jump in? Why did you accept the proposal? So this is a message for the good guys, the average guys out there. I'm telling you right now, you don't want your world to come crashing down like these other guys, because this is part of the reason why guys have a short lifespan. They say, oh, single guys die earlier, but the thing is, you didn't really check into those single guys who are dying early. Were those single guys single after they got divorced? The statistics doesn't say that. If you check the stats, it doesn't say whether they were married before and then got divorced, went into a deep depression, and then their life basically was never the same. Jang Jag, just a nice guy, just an average guy. Guys, you need to get yourself to a stage where you yourself are thinking about yourself. At times, you know what? You have to be selfish. You have to be, because if you don't look out for you, no one else is going to look out for you. There are so many people, so many men in relationships, in marriages, where they're unhappy, but they're just happy that they have someone to come home with. Think about that. They're unhappy, but they're happy to have someone to come home to. Someone to go out with, even though when you go out with them, there's arguments, you don't get to do what you want to do. Basically, you're like a prisoner in a relationship, but you stay there because guys don't leave relationships. Girls do. Jang Jag, just a nice guy, just an average guy. It's time to build up, guys. It's time to build up. It's time to get up. And it's time to shut up and do the work to move out of being just average.